YouTube, what's happening? It's the Greek 169. Jack, here at the shop, hanging out. Housekeeping, 2 days in a row, nice, huh? My GIO pipe. Which is smoking beautifully. With a little Pease Blackpoint, one of my favorite tobaccos. Well, where were we? As I recall, I made Thursdays the weekend movie reco day. And I'm going to make two recommendations. One for the more independently, visually interesting-minded moviegoers, and one that's a little more, still very much an ambitious film, a great film, but very different sensibilities. The first one is a Thai film called The Last Life in the Universe. The guy who directed it has about 5 times more consonants in his name than vowels, so I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to try and pronounce that. Yeah, it wouldn't be pretty. It wouldn't be prudent. But Last Life in the Universe is one of those films where when you're watching it, you realize you're watching a film made by a filmmaker whose voice is very unique, stunningly beautiful, great story. It has this lyricism blended with this reality that is just stunning. I keep coming back to it over and over again, and every time I show it to my students, they're like transfixed. They love it. The next film is David Cronenberg's A History of Violence, which is a film that got screwed out of the Oscar in 2006. It's an adaptation from a graphic novel of the same name, and it stars Viggo Mortensen, Maria Bello, Ed Harris, and a lot of other character actors who are superb. And the thing about A History of Violence is that it works on, I don't know, like 9 different levels. Hi! This is Moose, and that's really his name, Moose. Moose works, he works at a prison, and trust me when I tell you, they're more afraid of him than he is of them. So, anyway, A History of Violence is a great film in that something happens in this small little town, and I don't want to spoil it, but Cronenberg deals with everything from like identity to this notion of Superman to even commenting on how society's changed. I mean, the first scene references Once Upon a Time in the West, and the last scene references The Searchers. And instead of John Wayne having too much blood in his hands and never being a part of the group because of that. The way A History of Violence ends is that there is room for somebody like that. But the title, A History of Violence, just these circles and circles that just intertwine and like converge, and it's a masterpiece. So Last Life in the Universe from Thailand, and A History of Violence, which is really accessible and works on like 20 different levels. They're both super fantastic. The thing that I smoked before this today was, and this is mostly for Glenn and some other people, I smoked an original release 2005 Partagas SP number 2. It was super fantastic. So I realized that I can't use my tamper to keep this thing lit and hold the camera with my hand and probably keep me in the frame and not interrupt the phone. But I do want to show you guys one thing. The mascots in the store, these 2 greyhounds that are asleep. You just have to see these guys. I hope I can make it work. Okay, there's only one of them. But, okay, guys, that's it for now. Hope everybody's doing well. Do it to it. Pack them and puff them. Enjoy and get ready for the weekend. See you guys later. Bye.